3 seconds.
Boom, baby. We're live, all the way live. And I am unprepared. You got sound back there? No sound. Holy shit. All right.
We are a live production, y'all. Even in these times of technical difficulties, I encourage you to take a second to subscribe and like to the channel, all of our social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Check out our live show this weekend.
And don't forget to bang your head.
This guy. So it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. I'm standing here alone. He's back there looking good, feeling good, and probably hating life because there's technical difficulties. But these happen. It is a live production, and we wouldn't have it any other way to come to you live every week. So this is unfortunately the storm we have to weather in this day. I'm not even sure if y'all can hear me or not. So, we're just going to roll with it. I think we're getting things together. Good.
You can't hear back there. All right, so anyway, boom, baby, we're live. As live can be. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm loving life. I hope that you can say the same. Tonight we got a lot going on. Let us know throughout. If you have trouble hearing us, we're going to work on it during one of our videos here. Make sure that he gets sound back there. But it is, we got a lot going on. If you haven't done it already, take a minute right now. Go ahead and subscribe. That is important to us. We are running a completely new system tonight, so there are going to be some bugs. There's no question about it, but it's gonna help us a lot. We got some match graphics we're going to be able to throw up differently, some videos, some things that we're going to be able to do. The color looks amazing on this new setup here too. So
that's just my tie-dye.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
okay. Everything looks better. Everything feels better. I like the way it looks right now. Hopefully you guys can continue to hear us. If you don't hear us, let us know in the chat. I'm going to monitor that throughout tonight. It is chapter 150. Can you believe it?
150.
You got it. Tonight we have interviews with champion Gorgeous Gregory, the Rad Boys, Lucio DeVere and Eric Enders, Ross and Son, Chris LaRusso, Chris Coleman, Jimmy the Hippie, Alpha Rick Matthews, Malachi Gage, Coach Lance Payne, and more. Plus, we are going to have an Imagine live title match. It's going to be the new champion, Rocker Chris Sands, going one-on-one with the good neighbor, John Ross. And, of course, my favorite segment of the night, we are going to name our new Fan of the Week.
So all right.
Tune in for that. We are in Altoona this Saturday, man. It is going to be a big one. It's going to be a great one. It is the Rail City Rumble. I don't have an exact number, but we're nearing 30 people that have lined up to be part of this Rail City Rumble. The winner of this bout is going to go on in August and fight the champion, whether that be the Alpha Rick Matthews or the champion Gorgeous Gregory. It should be quite an ordeal. I'm looking forward to this show. I'm looking forward to August. I'll tell you what, though. We're going to talk about it throughout the night here, but if you want to see live Imagine Wrestling, come this Saturday, because it is a long break between this show and the next show. It is going to be 6 weeks to our next show after this. So it's a good time to get out and get ready. Let's talk about our sponsor, and we cannot do this without our sponsor. Tickets are on sale for Rail City Rumble on the website. There will also be tickets for sale at the door Saturday night. If you're looking for high-quality windows and or patio door home investment options within your budget, contact Jordan Treese of Renewal by Anderson. He's our DC Bentley. His number is 814-330-9870. You can visit them at the showroom at 487 Municipal Drive, Duncansville. That is, again, 814-330-9870. Call, ask for Jordan, ask for their monthly promotions. They are a big part of what makes Imagine Wrestling success as the success that it is. Of course, there's no bigger reason than the imagination.
Oh, and absolutely.
Without you guys, there's no Imagine Wrestling, so we cannot emphasize enough how much we appreciate you and you supporting us. So if you haven't done it already, take a minute, share. We got 54 people watching right now between the two platforms, so we appreciate all you guys tuning in. Then let's get to the first man that we know of that's going to be in the Rumble this Saturday. Let's hear from the heir apparent, Chris LaRusso.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am DC Bentley here with Chris LaRusso. Chris, we just found out you are going to be an entrant in the Rail City Rumble for a number one contender shot at the heavyweight championship title. What are your thoughts on your chances?
You know, in November of 2023, it's going to be 20 years for me in the business. 20 years. It all started in Altoona for me, back in a little company called Keystone Championship Wrestling. I've done a lot in 20 years. Wrestled some of the best in the world. I've gone toe-to-toe with some of the best in the world. I've gotten to see this country. I've gotten to meet incredible people. And even I know that 20 years, I've seen more matches than I'm going to see. I'm not even sure if I'm going to make it to 20 years. Can I make it to November? But what's going to keep me motivated, what's going to keep me coming back, what's going to keep me coming back to Imagine Wrestling is the idea that maybe I can end my career where I started it, here in my hometown of Altoona, Pennsylvania. And if I win the Rail City Rumble, maybe I could even wrestle my last match as the Imagine Wrestling heavyweight champion. It's a pretty good story. And the only way we're going to see how it ends, we'll see you at the Rail City Rumble.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Altoona's own Chris LaRusso hoping for a heavyweight championship homecoming. Back to you.
There you go. A lot of experience with Chris LaRusso. He's been in many of these type of Battle Royal Rumble-style matches. Good opportunity. Talking about wrapping it up this year. What a better way to go out and leave as the Imagine Heavyweight Champion. Let's go ahead and bring in two other guys that's going to be in the Rail City Rumble this weekend. Oh, you're all alone? Abandoned you again? He's not here tonight? Lucio DeVere, come on in here. Well, I guess we'll talk to you in the meantime until he staggers his way in here. Big opportunity this Saturday, fighting in that Rail City Rumble.
Yeah, Rail City Rumble. That's not the only thing on my mind, though. What about the Rad Boys? What about their tag team title match? I'm hearing they are issuing an open challenge, and somehow we're not even qualified. We're not even allowed to accept their challenge. I think we should have first dibs. We already beat them and won the titles, and then magically they instantly get a rematch 4 hours later without even time to recover, and now we don't get a rematch? How's this even fair?
I think people need a little break from seeing you guys in tag team action, to be honest. The imagination has spoke.
No, I think the problem is everyone's worried. They all know we can beat their precious Rad Boys. We already proved it, and the only way they were even able to beat me was 2-on-1. I was the only one in the ring at the time, and they had the fans helping them. And where you been, man? Where you been? You hear about this? We can't even get a match?
Like I told you in Sykesville, don't you worry about where I've been. In Du Bois, mistakes were made. But a desperate disease requires a desperate cure. And this weekend, Rail City Rumble, tag team title match or not, mistakes will be rectified. No gods, no masters, just enders.
What exactly does that mean? Mistakes will be rectified. I guess tune in this Saturday, find out. At this time, let's go ahead and bring in another team that was excluded from the the opportunity to get a tag team title shot. I don't know why you have the belt. You're not the champion. But you guys both you guys in. Come on over here. I know you're confused about where to stand. Both of you guys are in the Rail City Rumble. Winner gets an opportunity at the heavyweight title.
Of course. But, Gorgeous Gregory, he's the world champion. And he's doing a phenomenal job, just like I'm doing a phenomenal job with the Imagine Live Championship right here. You may be wondering why I'm dressed to compete. Once again, I'm back from out of country. After last week, I wasn't able to travel. I was stuck here. But now that I have the championship back in my possession and back over the shoulder of the rightful owner, I'm able to go around the world defending this once again. So we just got back from Rio de Janeiro. We were doing a reunion tour, me and my belt. It was phenomenal. We had so much fun.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to put it out there. From now on, James Ross is the world traveler of Imagine Wrestling. That's true. That's true. He's the
True. Yeah. World traveler.
What about Kim Chi? I don't think he'd be too happy about that.
I've never met that guy. Yeah, I don't know
Well,
him.
okay.
I don't know
Don't worry
him.
about it.
I don't know him.
What-
We don't need to worry about that.
But there seems to be a lot of confusion around here. But there's one thing that we're not confused about. Tonight is not a title match. Ross and Son Landscaping are in full summertime mode. The grass is greener not on the other side, but where you water it. And tonight, Chris Sands, I'm going to water my lawn with what's left of you after a friendly exhibition match, because it's not even a title match, because we all know that the real champion is right here, James Ross.
The real champ right here.
He is the new world traveler. After he beat Chris Coleman, he's the new world beater.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. That is true.
You're ridiculous.
But best of all, he is my son, and I couldn't be more proud, Cato. I couldn't be more proud. And tonight, for you, son, for you, I'm going to lift up the grass in a friendly exhibition and put Chris Sands under it.
Okay, all right, let's go ahead and, oh my God. Let me guess.
You know what time it is.
Unfortunately, I do. Let's go ahead.
You know what time it is. Imagination. Introducing a generational talent, a once-in-a-lifetime athlete, the youngest and the best Imagine Wrestling heavyweight champion ever, Gorgeous Gregory.
Yes, the youngest and the best ever. The best ever. The best ever's in the building. The best ever, Cato. Hold on.
I got a quick question. You should.
What?
Don't you feel like you should be embarrassed?
Why?
By the way you held on to this title this past weekend in
Why would I
Sykesville?
be embarrassed?
You ran away,
Why
got
would
yourself
I
counted
did not
out.
Run away.
Run away?
Lance wasn't there. He didn't see what happened.
Yeah.
But
I know
Lance,
you wouldn't run away.
Lance, you know what I did to him?
What you do?
I kicked him in the guts.
Oh, yeah.
I kicked him in the guts, and I pulled him in right under my left arm. I swung my left leg forward, and I took a big face plant, and I smashed the alpha's head straight into the mat.
You're
That's what I
lying.
did.
You're lying.
And then I hooked the leg, the inside leg, just
Nope,
like you
that
taught me,
didn't happen.
Cato. Just like you taught
You're
me.
lying right now.
That's what
Three count,
happened, and I
right? You
can't.
got the three
The
count.
referee counted to three. That's what I did. What is happening?
All right. Let's.
What does this
everybody be
kid
chill.
want?
Everybody be
What does he
chill.
want?
You got your match this Saturday.
He does. He does have his match.
So what?
You know what, Gregory? You like interrupting people so much. I figured I'd just come out here and do it to you.
You know what? I actually don't mind. I don't mind that at all. I encourage open dialogue, everybody. I don't.
You know
mind.
what? You know, I don't even care. I don't even care about all that. That's all crap. I'm tired of your crap, Gregory. This past Saturday, when the going got tough, you turned tail and you ran. I gave you all you could handle, Gregory.
Hey, I turned tail and I ran, just like you ran when you tore your bicep. Just like you ran and turned your back. Yeah, just like you turned your back on all of them. Just
Keep
like you
talking
turned your
trash,
back on all of
Gregory.
them.
Because this Saturday,
Oh, what's
the
gonna happen?
watch
What's gonna happen,
will have
kid?
my back.
What's gonna happen,
There's
kid?
going to be nowhere to
Yeah.
run,
Yeah, the watch
nowhere
is
to
gonna have
hide.
your back, huh?
Malachi Gage
Uh-huh.
and Chris Coleman will both be in the building, and they're going to make sure that you stay and you finish this match with me. Do you understand what that means?
What's Malachi
You big
Gage and
idiot?
Chris Coleman gonna do? What are they gonna do? I beat both of them multiple times.
Listen here,
Multiple
champ.
times, sweetheart.
This Saturday,
I beat both of them.
You
I
think
beat
you're
them
so
both.
tough running your mouth? This Saturday, we get to see how tough you are.
He wants to see how tough I am. He wants to see
Let's
how
go
tough
ahead
I
and
am.
split up.
Come on. Come on now. Come on. Good God.
You might be looking at the next champion right there. Let's go ahead and play that Rumble video. Here we are, man. You got to look at some of the competitors. Of course, not everyone's announced. There's going to be a few surprises this Saturday night. Make sure my microphone's on. We got a lot of new stuff, so I'm just trying to make sure we get a good, solid show for you guys tonight. Let's go ahead and I'm told during the break he has more to say. What do you want? What do you want to talk about here, Coach? I think people have seen enough of you tonight.
Oh, people never seen enough of the coach. I've been gone for 3 months, vacationing all over the United States. These people need to see more of the coach. And by need to see more of the coach, I got some numbers right here, Cato.
Yeah, I got some numbers too. In the last week since the show, last week's show had over 1,100 views between the two platforms. Big numbers for Imagine Live. What do you have to complain about? That's pretty good numbers.
Pretty good. I'm the coach, Lance Payne. I expect more than that. I don't expect good. I expect perfect. That's not good enough for the coach. And if we keep getting numbers like this, Cato, I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I might have to just fire you and that stinking dirty hippie from being host of the shows and running this. It's numbers of Cato, the numbers have been down. This is not what I like to see. This is not what I want to see.
They were way up last week.
No, they wasn't, Cato. Don't tell me that. Look at it. The numbers don't lie on here.
That's a made-up.
The numbers don't lie.
It says 9 people watched the show on Facebook. That's a lie. There were 370 some.
That's such a big number.
Yeah, there was nearly 800 on YouTube, so I don't see your numbers at all showing reflecting that.
So how about this, Cato?
All right.
How about this? Me being a coach, me being a mentor, a great role model, how about you follow in my footsteps and bring up these numbers just like I brought up all the numbers in the volume shows on Saturdays. So how about you do that? And if you don't, there won't be any more Imagine Live from the dojo on Wednesdays anymore.
What's there going to be? We're just going to stop having a show on Wednesdays? I guess we'll find out in time. Let's go ahead and bring in at this point 2 guys that maybe wouldn't be disappointed if there's no more Wednesday night shows. We're talking about the best tag team in all of independent wrestling. We're talking about Jake Wiley. We're talking about Braden Elliott. We're talking about the tag team champions of Imagine Wrestling, the Rad Boys. I saw a little something on social media yesterday. What are you going to tell me about it?
Woo-wee! First off, Saturday, Rumble. There's going to be 30, 40, 50, 100 people? No. Well, you don't know that. Okay. I mean, but it's going to be fun because it's going to be a big party, and the Rad Boys love to party. But now, what everyone wants to hear about, the Open Challenge. I'm so excited for it. There could be so many teams that answer. It could be Wild West, Youth Gone Wild, Legion of Doom, Freebirds 2000, Fist, Heart Foundation, Hardy Boys. Name them all. They could come. Tell them.
Not going to be the Hardy Boys.
Tell them.
Well, yeah. I don't think it's going to be any of those teams. I mean, you know, we could have just wrestled in the Rail City Rumble, but we decided that we were going to put the belts on the line because, you know, why else? You know, we've told everybody for how long, Jake? A year and a half? A year and a half where we have been the best damn tag team to run this place. We've been the best tag team on the East Coast. We didn't say it first. Somebody else did. And now everybody said that the conversation starts and ends with us. That's right. And we ain't afraid of Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry, or 2 guys who point at their eyeballs for no reason, or 2 guys who wear sweater vests. You know, they could come, but, you know, we want something different. We want something different, and I think that we're gonna show up on Saturday. We're gonna wrestle a team that either the imagination, maybe they've never seen them before, or maybe it's just been a while. But we're gonna do exactly what we've been doing for a year and a half. For that year and a half, the Rad Boys, I guarantee you 70, 80% of the time have been tag team champions. We've run this place. We've been the longest reigning tag team champions. We've been, 1, 2, 3 time tag team champions. That's right. And everybody is gonna know that the Rad Boys are in the house!
Think about it. Dudley Boys.
Not going to be the Dudley Boys. I'll Tell you what, I am looking forward, though, to find out who does step up and accept that open challenge. Of course, the Rad Boys pulling double duty Saturday night. They'll also, one of those two could end up fighting for the heavyweight title in August because they're both entered in that Rumble as well, the Rail City Rumble. At this time, let's go ahead and bring in one of the guys that's got to be considered a favorite, no doubt about it. He's the Sideshow Psycho, Malachi Gage. It's a lot of confusion with the Imagine Live title, but I think tonight we want to talk a little bit about this Rumble coming up Saturday night.
The Rail City Rumble this Saturday. Big show. You see, I may not know if I'm first or if I'm last out that curtain this Saturday. But there's one thing I know for sure. That by the end of the Rail City Rumble, and that 16 by 16 big top, you can see it, can't you? You can see it. Mm-hmm. I am the last man standing. And come August, if by chance the Alpha doesn't put Gorgeous Gregory away for good, I drive Gorgeous Gregory into the mat with the murder ride. And in my hands will be the Imagine Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And if not, Alpha, may the best man win. Regardless of who is in the Rumble this Saturday, the circus isn't dead. But you are.
I'll tell you what, man, that's a match I think a lot of fans would be clamoring to see. That's the Alpha Rick Matthews going one-on-one for the heavyweight title against Malachi Gage. That seems like a match. Man, oh man, let's go ahead and bring in at this time another guy. He's got a big opportunity, got a big match tonight. Regardless of what the Rosses say, it is for the Imagine Live title because you are the Imagine Live champion. And then this Saturday, got a big shot to get back into the heavyweight title picture.
John Ross, you want to treat this as an exposition? That's a big word.
Exhibition?
Yeah, that one. You want to treat it as that kind of match? I'll treat it as that kind of match because I'm going to come. I'm going to win, and then I'm going to march my little self right to the Rail City Rumble. And in this Rumble, there's going to be friends. There's going to be people that I call family. There's going to be enemies. But here I go again on my own. Down, down that lonely road, I'm coming home. And Gregory, I had it once and missed it by that much. I had it twice and missed it by that much. But this time, I'm going to take it. I'm going to win. And I'm going to run home. And maybe I'll finish this song. Bang your head.
Between now and next week, please learn the words to that song. We got them all screwed up. Let's go ahead and bring in at this time a guy who knows a few words to a few songs, but I doubt he'll be singing tonight. But he may be singing at the end of the Rail City Rumble. Big opportunity for you this weekend, Jimmy the High Flying Hippie, to get back to that title that in some people's mind you never lost.
Yeah, in my mind, I never lost. You see, the Rail City Rumble might be the biggest match all year for Imagine Wrestling. A lot of opportunity, a lot of false hope. 29 other men might as well buy a ticket, board the train. The guru of woohoo is going to say choo-choo. When I walk out of this thing, stack the bodies, I'll be the last one left. The Rail City Rumble, Jimmy the Hippie is coming home with his title shot that I rightfully deserve. I can only live my life one way, with my head in the clouds, title around my waist, and the imagination behind me. Let's do it, Altoona.
There you go, man. A lot of fire, a lot of excitement. Got to be one of the guys that's looked at to have a very good chance. A lot of experience, Jimmy the Hippie. Could certainly be the next winner of the Rail City Rumble. But for my money, if you want to talk about an odds-on favorite, I think it starts right here. The biggest and the strongest man, certainly in this Rail City Rumble. Chris Coleman, I know you have a lot of experience. You got to know that you're one of the odds-on favorite, if not the absolute odds-on favorite to win this. How are you feeling about Saturday night?
Yeah, I've heard that. Lots of people talking. Coleman, you've got to be the odds-on favorite. You're the biggest. You're the strongest. And with that comes a responsibility, the imagination, to live up to that hype, to go out there and be the biggest and the strongest, and send however many other competitors enter into that Rumble flying out of the ring so that I can achieve my destiny, getting back to the Imagine Heavyweight Championship title match. And whether it's Greg or my brother Alpha, I'll beat the world to get to you, and then I'll beat you.
There you are, man. Your odds-on favorite, Chris Coleman. Let's go ahead, take a second right now to bring up the absolute, my most favorite part of this show. It is time for our new Fan of the Week.
Okay, quiet.
There you go. Hey, you may know him better in the chat as Pat and Frodo. Craig, you are the new Fan of the Week. We appreciate you. We appreciate you being a longtime wrestling fan in the area, man. I know that you've went through a lot of iterations of wrestling in the local area. You're always there whenever we come to the Hastings shows. Time for you to make a trip down over that mountain into Altoona.
Absolutely. I remember seeing Craig up in Hastings way, way back in the day. And also at the at Davies up there. He's a guitar player and a good dude. Another long hair like myself. What's up, Craig?
We still have quite a few people who have been nominated. Some people have nominated themselves, which is cool too. We want to see more of them, though. In the coming weeks, we want to see more and more. We love to see people get the opportunity to be the Fan of the Week. So we're going to be doing this for a while until we run out of them. So if you want to be the Fan of the Week, take a little bit of time right now, maybe immediately after the show might be a little better time. Find 4, 5, 6 pictures of you and some of the current Imagine Wrestling stars and nominate yourself, nominate someone else. But we want you to be the Fan of the Week coming up real soon. At this time, we're almost to the finish line here, buddy. We want to mention real quick here, it is time for us to talk about our official sponsor for this Saturday night right there in Altoona. We cannot do it without our sponsors, and that is Renewal by Andersen. If you're looking for high-quality window and or patio door home investment options within your budget, contact Jordan Trees. He's our DC Bentley. You'll see him there Saturday night. You can talk to him about it there. He's of Renewal by Andersen. Let's go ahead and throw that number up. It's 814-330-9870. Visit their showroom over in Municipal Drive in Duncansville. But give Jordan a call. There's his number. Let him know that you're interested in what he has to offer. He's a good man. He's been my friend for 20 years, and I'm sure that he will do the best he possibly can by you. But it is time, man. We got about 56 people watching right now. We appreciate the numbers being up because apparently Coach would like to cancel this show. And, yeah, I prefer not.
I prefer not either. I'm getting good praise here. At the beginning, we had some technical difficulties. I'm getting good praise. Thank you, Imagination, and Coach Payne. Hope you're watching there, bud. Take notes.
Yeah. I mean, people seem to be happy with the show. I don't know what that guy's problem. People are really happy to see some wrestling on a Wednesday night.
Let's
Live
do it.
Action. Let's go ahead and head to the ring right now. Well, I guess we're going to start with the champion first. That's a little different. First. Yeah, what are we doing here? No, you're not the champion. You're not the champion. Anyway, first, he's the former champion. He's accompanied by his son, the great neighbor, James Ross, and the coach, Commissioner Lance Payne. He is the challenger tonight. He is the good neighbor, James John Ross.
You said it. You just said it. You said it. You said it.
These guys' insanity is throwing me off my game.
Yeah, they really muddied the water up here.
No excuse. I made a mistake. No excuse. His opponent, he is the current reigning and defending Imagine Live champion. He's from Paradise City, just outside of Houtsdale. He is the Rocker, Chris Sands. Shut up. Shut up during the introduction.
Thank you.
I feel like I should go beat up Ross and Son.
Yeah, they disrespected my buddy here, Chris Sands, the Rocker. He's here to bang some heads tonight, and he looks fired up and ready to go.
I see some folks got it on their TV. Boy, there's a lot of people watching tonight, and we really appreciate you guys. It really encourages us when you guys take time to come out and spend a little bit of time with us in the evening. It makes a big difference for us and our morale here, so we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you haven't done it already, before the end of the night, take a chance and just share it on your social media, whether that's Facebook or, yeah. He can do that.
You know, kudos to referee Chris there for not putting up with these guys' garbage. He's as normal as these guys are weird.
He was trying to get a little bit of, yeah. Oh, my God. Always with the weirdness, man. Always with the weirdness with Ross and Son.
Yeah,
right?
these dorks wear me out. Let's get a match underway here.
I can't emphasize enough how much I enjoy them being called dorks. Here we go, and the match is now underway. Longtime rivals here, John Ross and Rocker Chris Sands, two opposite sides of the spectrum. You know, Rocker be the guy in the music video. John Ross would be the beginning of the video saying, "Your music's too loud."
Absolutely.
Nice wrestling right off the bat,
wrestling
though.
going on early. You know, Neighbor John's neighborhood must be somewhere near Easy Street as he tried an inside knee there to Chris Sands' midsection real early, trying to take the cheap shot right out of the gate.
Tell you what, though, we're starting off hot, though. Some good wrestling action, which we always like to see. Guys, one thing is certain, both these guys have come out of the Imagine Dojo and are quite good at the wrestling.
Chris Sands about to bang Neighbor Johnny's head off the buckle there. Neighbor Johnny bailed, looking for a little timeout here from Coach Payne. There is no timeouts in wrestling.
Okay, what do you want?
While we're on timeout, we have a very important thing to say here. It's phenomenal that we now have the championship over the shoulder. Malachi Gage thinks that he can just come and take the Imagine Live championship from over my shoulder. He can't do that. I'm the rightful champion. He's nothing but a clown.
All right. I mean, I don't even know why you're bringing up Malachi Gage tonight. I mean, just you stole it from him. He happened to walk off with it one night. Big! Look at that drop kick. Beautifully executed.
Right in that dweeb's face.
Yeah.
Now you gotta roll him up.
Quick note about Rocker Chris Sands this past week set a personal best for himself at 225 on the bench press. No small feat. So congratulations to him, and we'll see if that extra strength that he's been acquiring over the last 10 to 12 weeks is going to improve his ability to win matches and retain this Imagine Live title.
Well, if heart was strength, Chris Sands could bench press a bulldozer. I mean, this kid's got a heart the size of Hootsdale. I would look for him to walk out with a victory here tonight heading into this weekend's Rail City Rumble.
There's an example of that strength, perhaps. Able to hold on to the headlock after the shot in the guts the first time. Johnny loosened him up a bit more this time, able to shoot him off. Rocker ducks the line. Might be going for the Rocker dropper right now.
Referee
out of position. So he switches up to a dive bomber.
Beautiful.
Works just well, though, just as well. A little bit of an arrogant cover. I don't like to see that. You know, if you have a chance to put away a guy like John Ross, and all of his craziness. John Ross is tough, man.
I feel like if Chris Sands would have hit a rocker dropper there, it would have been over for John Ross.
Trying to fight his way. Oh, he ended up. Rocker tried to hold on as long as he could. John Ross, it was able to fight through it and
This is an Argentine backbreaker
into a
gut
buster. And there he goes. A little bit of a gut pounding, or the guy on YouTube really likes the gut pounding. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, it's strange. He likes to comment on a lot of Alpha's videos. Neighbor John Ross looking for that gut wrench again. Very effective. Oh.
Come on, that's ridiculous. You're a ridiculous human being.
There we go. That's exactly what I did to Malachi Gage in Rio de Janeiro. That's exactly what I did right there.
You're a liar, dude.
Oh, man, I want to beat these dorks up. Oh, Chris Sands trying to find an opening here. In all the weirdness, Chris Sands find a small window of opportunity. It's a punch in Neighbor Johnny right back to that midsection. Oh, another inside knee. Side Russian leg sweep.
He has certainly spent some time working over the midsection of the rocker Chris Sands. Switched it up, though. Got him a little twisted and dropped him with that Russian leg sweep. Tried to knock the wind out of him. Tried to dizzy him by making him hit the back of his head. It's a good strategy. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, John Ross with an all-function, no-form cover there. Just pushed his shoulders down with his hands.
John Ross, you can see, certainly got some more size in his arms the last few months. Put on obviously working on his physique as well. I imagine it's probably from a lot of pushing lawnmowers and weed whacking. I don't know how this guy builds strength. I don't know. You can see the shoulders, traps, biceps of John Ross has certainly grown over the recent months.
You probably have to have a decent amount of strength to carry around the amount of bullcrap that this guy brings with him every Wednesday.
That
here
is
on
true.
Imagine Live from the dojo. Quick roll-up from Chris Sands.
Nice
Great counter.
work. Not able to get it done, but close. Whoa! That short kick with the point of the toe right up under the ribs. That may have knocked the wind out of him, broken one of those floating ribs. Not a good situation.
Sickening,
if you're the rocker.
sickening sound.
Yeah, I don't know how well it picked up over the microphones here, but it was loud and it was awful.
Chris Sands writhing on the mat now. That toe kick really a game changer in this match.
Yeah, you see Rocker's not really moving very well. Oh, out of the way, though. A little bit of instinct got out of the way, and the old tailbone driven up into the spine is never a good feeling.
Seems like every time Neighbor Johnny jumps, either off the mat or off the ropes, it never goes well for him. Yet he still tries. Oh, beautiful.
Countered through. Able to kick out those John Ross.
Almost an Oklahoma roll standing. Beautifully done. Innovative cover there from Chris Sands.
John Ross might be going for something big here. I don't know. Rocker's in trouble here, though.
He's got to be the worst high flyer in wrestling. John Ross climbs up on them ropes every match. Oh,
he got it, though.
Kidding me. Bret Hart style double elbow.
That could be the end of this match right now. No, Rocker still kicks out. Oh, my God. Rocker able to find a way out of that double shot, man. I would not have seen that coming.
I stand corrected. I said Neighbor John doesn't connect off the ropes. And he proved me wrong. He connected it in a big way there.
Now he's getting a little vicious, man, pulling the hair. And there goes those Sambo strikes into the corner.
He messes up that freshly permed mullet of Chris Sands. He's going to have a bigger issue
Went
on his
for
hands.
that cutter. Oh, he's able to hit it, I think.
Oh, a little bit of sliced bread. I think both men might have had a slice of it, though.
There it is. We're in replay. Look at this. Oh, he's able to hit it, I think.
Oh, a little bit of slight impact on both men there. I feel like Chris Sands' forehead hit the mat.
A little bit of replay. Now we're trying to figure that part of this situation out.
Well, we really are moving up in the world here.
Yeah,
in
man.
Live from the dojo. It's exciting.
Both men trying to find a way up, trying to find a way to get back into this match. Guys evenly matched, clearly. Here comes John Ross. Caught him under the ribs with that shot. Again, a big shove down.
This might be the chance he needs.
Big headbutt got all of it right in between the eyes of John Ross, and those eyes are crossed in John Ross right now. He's in trouble. Line in the corner, steps up, big bulldog, and he got all of that. That could be it.
Keep your eye on James Ross.
James Ross.
Oh, Malachi Gage out here.
Malachi Gage is in a bad mood here. Wait a second.
wait
Wait
a
a
minute.
second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. This is ridiculous.
Did I just see?
Hey.
Oh, small package.
Wait. That's not the right guy.
Wait a minute. They switched. What did we just witness?
I am beyond confused. What is happening? Malachi Gage back in the ring. Takes out John Ross. Whoa! What a double line! Holy cow!
That was like a car wreck.
Rocker Chris Sand, last man standing now. Picks up the title belt. Now, according to the rules of the last month,
a whole lot to unpack here.
So,
hey,
I'm not sure the referee caught it. There was a lot of confusion at the end there, but it feels like.
Nah, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good for these dorks is also good for the rocker. I say he did fair and square what we've witnessed go on here for the last couple weeks with this Imagine Live title.
Who's the champion now, though?
That's a good question.
I mean, that couldn't have been legal.
No, there's no way.
I think
very
referee Chris was just out of position, but I'm pretty sure that was James Ross that pinned.
I promise you it was James Ross that pinned him. The Killer Bees, they are not. That wasn't the smoothest transition. There was no masks. James Ross slid in and small packaged him. Not fair at all. Not fair at all.
I don't know what to say, dude. I'm way confused. Like, who's the champion now? We are going to sort this out between now and next Wednesday, but more importantly, we're just a few days away from Rumble, the Rail City Rumble, this Saturday in Juniata section of Altoona. You can find out all the information on all of our social media. We appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. I want to close on this. Like I've tried to remind you on a regular basis, there is a lot of confusion going on in the world. If you watch the news regularly or you read the news, it feels as though they are constantly trying to bring us down. And they're trying to muddy the waters of what is right and what is wrong. And they are just wearing on everybody's anxieties and depression. And it can be a lot, man. I get it. It can be tough out there. But try to find things that you can focus on that separate yourself from those depressive or anxious thoughts. Try to think about, there's so much good in this world if we can just see through the clouds of misinformation that's out there. Believe in yourself, man. I believe in you. I think that each of you are individually good people and worthy of good things. And the best way for that to happen is to not get clouded by the evil of this world and stay strong every step of the way. If you're having trouble, reach out to somebody that can help you. Reach out and ask for help. That's a big part of this. Sometimes we let our own pride get in the way of asking for help when we need it, but don't be ashamed. If you're down, reach out to a friend. You don't have to spend money. Talk to somebody. We love you. We need you as part of the imagination, and we will see you 3 days from tonight.